Utah law right now forbids any discussion of the idea of rent control, but in the midst of an affordable housing crisis, a state lawmaker says it's time we had that difficult conversation.
There are one-bedroom units in Salt Lake City that are $2,000 and more, and that is just not accessible.
Representative Jennifer Daley-Provo is drafting a bill that would let cities start talking about rent control.
It allows cities and municipalities to make decisions about rent control that are meaningful for their jurisdictions. Right now, state law prohibits.
Rent control is the idea of setting a limit on how much landlords can charge you for an apartment. It's best known in New York, but the concept is spreading to other places. Oregon was the first state to pass a rent control law capping rent hikes at 7%. California's governor recently signed a law allowing landlords to only increase rents 5% with inflation until 2030. Representative Daley-Provo says rent control may not even be the answer for Utah's housing crisis, but cities ought to be able to talk about it.
When we've got a homelessness crisis that is growing worse every single day, and affordable housing is harder and harder for families to access, even when they qualify for it.
The Utah Apartment Association, an industry group that represents landlords, says it opposes the idea of rent control. The group says government overreach, including rent control, is not the answer to provide affordable housing in Utah. They say it hurts all property owners by capping incomes and values across the board. Salt Lake City Mayor-elect Erin Mendenhall suggested she's open to the conversation, saying, affordable housing is one of my top priorities, and I'm always interested when innovative ways to address it are explored. I'll be interested to see the response to this bill.
It's a conversation that I think we have to have, and I hope that some will find their way to supporting it. But if nothing else, we'll have meaningful debate, and I have an opportunity to talk to you about it today. To engage the community in the conversation.
The bill will be introduced in the 2020 legislative session that starts in January. On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.